Men who have sold, donated sperm and gave permission for the child to contact you at 18. What is your story? A guy the first know in his 70s got a call from a guy in his 50s saying, "Hey, I am your son. Oh, and I just learned I have a genetic disease, so your other kids should probably get tested. I donated for 6 months in university. Twice a week. I gave consent to be contacted." That was close to 20 years ago now. I did call and ask once. My sperm resulted in 24 successful pregnancies. That was all the office could tell me. I have not done 23andMe or anything like that. Edit. Added a missing word. My aunts had to get a donor for both children, and he happened to live in the same neighborhood. Can't remember if that was a coincidence or not. But he is a close family friend now. He comes over for their birthdays and other family events. They don't refer to him as their dad really, only as a joke, but he is very close with our family. DNA testing makes the permission difficult to enforce. My friend's dad donated in the 80s and some of his offspring recently reached out to him after DNA testing. Donor for lesbian friends, their son doesn't know yet but knows I'm his godfather. It isn't something that they will keep from him though when he asks. A woman I went to college with reached out and asked me to be a sperm donor as her husband was infertile. I donated for 6 months but she found out she had infertility issues herself and gave up. They looked into adoption but could not afford it. I feel bad for them. My wife had fertility issues and we looked at receiving a donor egg. When one was lined up, I felt I needed to donate sperm as a way of paying it forward. But then my wife became pregnant with her own egg. I feel like our good karma paid off. And our only child will have half siblings. Not me, but a good friend. Kids had contacted each other already, and some were siblings because the mom used his stuff several times. He met them all and everyone gets along. Seems truly good for everyone in their case. Dad is retired and road trips a lot, so when he's near one they have coffee and catch up IRL. My dad donated sperm to the niece of my mom and her wife and I got 2 sweet ass half brothers from that. Asterisk asterisk reads the title. Asterisk 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 oh this is too specific. No way there's gonna be more than 10 comments. Asterisk asterisk just 1 hour later. Asterisk 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 270 comments. I am reading this as I am about to go in for my IUI with donor sperm. He allows for contact at 18. If I do get pregnant, this man my sperm donor has helped me make my biggest dream come true. My neighbor did it. One of his kids did an ancestry test and somehow like 10 plus people reached out to him saying they were his biological children. Pretty insane story but he's a single guy and extremely happy he has some of them in his life now. Totally thought he was bullshitting me but he just went to his adult kid's house this last Christmas. My dad donated regularly when he was in college 40 years ago. The lab has since told him that there were more than 20 kids delivered with his baby sauce. So far my family has met 6 of them and my parents are going to one of their weddings this summer. Our donor conceived might have stories you're interested in. As an attorney who works exclusively with assisted reproduction, sperm, egg, and embryo donation, surrogacy, etc., there is no such thing as anonymity with gamete donation. Period. It doesn't matter what your contract or paperwork says, the future child is not a signatory to that contract. It also doesn't matter if you give consent for future contact either. It's an unenforceable power. Ask some Europeans. Even without a permission, kids have now right to contact their biological fathers due to a new law from 2018, even if the donators strictly refuse this option. I want to meet my dad so bad but I had an anonymous donor, so I just want to thank anyone who gave permission for their children to meet them. Trust me, it'd mean a lot. I actually went to high school with a girl who at 18 found out her father was a sperm donor. I'm not exactly sure how it happened but all the siblings, 18, found out about each other, contacted the sperm donor, who now has a family of his own, and they all got along swimmingly. They even take family vacations to Mexico and whatnot and it seems like a healthy, but interesting, dynamic. I literally just got a response from my donor on Ancestry.com all of 2 days ago. Haven't responded yet. I used donor sperm to have my daughter. I just want to say thank you to the guys that have done this. Some donor siblings have identified the donor using Ancestry, 23andMe, but I don't think anyone has reached out to him. So, not me and a little off topic, but a coworker back in scout camp wasn't a donor baby, but his twin half-sister was. Apparently his mom tried for a traditional insemination but was having trouble and opted for a donor. Well, it turned out that both worked.